on March 8, 1862, John Adams McKinney was killed at the Battle of Elkhorn Tavern, Pea Ridge, Arkansas. That was 150 years and 2 days ago. Thursday was the day we had planned to do this, but some guys couldn't get off on that, so I figured he's been dead 150 years, 2 more days wasn't going to matter to him. John Adams McKinney was born in Lauderdale County, Alabama in 1822. He came to Franklin County, Arkansas with his family in 1837. He married Lucetta Fleeman, and in 1843 a son, George Franklin McKinney, was born. Lucetta died and he married Lucinda Borland, who happened to have been Lucetta's cousin, and they had 4 children. During these years, John Adams had accumulated several hundred acres, becoming a very prosperous planter. In accounts of later incidents, it was written, John Adams McKinney was an aristocratic slave-owning planter. It takes a vivid imagination for anyone who has ever known McKinney men to describe them as aristocratic. In 1861, and when it became evident that a war was a possibility, John Adams, his sons, George Franklin, age 17, and William, age 14, and his brother Noble answered the call of the Confederacy. John enlisted in May 1861 in the first company to leave Franklin County. They went to Camp Walker and from there to the Battle of Oak Hill in Missouri. Following Oak Hill, they went to Pea Ridge and the Battle of Elkhorn Tavern. While John Adams was marching alongside his son, following Oak Hill, they went to Pea Ridge and the Battle of Elkhorn Tavern. Following orders and facing heavy enemy fire, George left his wounded father. After the battle, his body could not be found. William had been sent to get water, and when he returned, his father had been shot and killed. William was only 15. Searches were made of Confederate and Federal hospitals as well as prisoner of war rolls. To this day, despite this documented incident and continuous searches, nothing has ever been learned about what happened to John Adams McKinney. George Franklin went on to fight in the battles of Mark's Mill, where he was wounded, but recovered and rejoined his unit to fight at Corinth, Inca, Fort Gibson, Baker's Creek, Vicksburg, and others. He was taken prisoner at Vicksburg July 4th, 1863, and was paroled July 9th, 1863. The Confederate grave marker, which we dedicate here today as a result of many years of seeking official recognition of John Adams McKinney. In 2011, copies of his widow's Civil War pension claim were submitted. Civil War pension applications are not accepted as documentation as they are too easy to fake. I finally reached a member of the Memorial Program Service of Department of Veterans Affairs who would listen to our story. I explained about submitting the pension papers and being denied. He asked if I had other documentation. I told him I had affidavits that were submitted with the original pension application to substantiate the claim. He said that if I would send them to him, he might be able to help. A couple of weeks later, I submitted the affidavits. I received a letter telling me that a marker would be sent. Although what happened to his body remains a mystery, the Department of Veteran Affairs has recognized John Adams McKinney's service, and with the dedication of this Confederate memorial marker, the McKinney family finally has some closure. Deo Vindici.